After bidding Bill a goodbye on Monday morning, we did a lot of errands Monday afternoon and waited for our Tuesday morning Mast step. Now they're twisting it around and they're going to lay it down again so they can grab it in the direction they want to. And it also gave Mark a chance to inspect everything on it and replace the anchor light that had not been changed to LED yet. Again. It was quite the tedious process to get the mast in. Again. As the mast was going down and they're swinging at the top and everything that's going on, they had to be very careful not to hit the Windex. As you can see it sticking out of the top of the mast, it can easily hit the crane and break off. All the time, Mark was down in the bottom trying to get to the bottom of the mast into the certain part of the floor. Still getting it in. We eventually got it all set and all the rigging up, which took hours. Met up with some friends from when we lived in Oakville for dinner and had a wonderful evening celebrating the successful putting up of the mast. Next day was terrible rain from the end of the hurricane passing through. So the day after that, Mark and Linda finally got to put up the sails. As soon as they were up, we hit the water. And a beautiful day for sailing it was. It was almost as if the boat gave a sigh to have its mast back where it belonged. First anchorage in the Georgian Bay is Frying Pan Bay. This is what it looks like. Beautiful little bay with all the Georgian Bay crooked trees. We have all of our screens done up and they're ready to go for the evening because the national bird of Canada is the mosquito. We were treated to a beautiful sunset and in the morning would sail off for Indian Harbor. After setting anchor in Indian Harbor, we decided to take the dinghy out for a dinghy ride. We loaded up all the fishing gear and off we went to explore all the nooks and crannies of this bay. After some time fishing and many lure changes, Linda was finally successful. That evening we met another couple that we had met along the way for rocktails on one of the rocks that stick out in the bay. Come morning, we pulled up anchor and headed out to Sanssouci Island to eat at the famous Henry's, which is a fish fry place on an island, only accessible by water.
Just trying to give you a sense of this cove that we've nestled ourselves into. It's totally pristine. Just so calm, so peaceful. Maybe you'll hear the loon in the background.
Sunday, July 14th, we're leaving Wilcox Bay. I think it was called Archipelago, Canada, I'm not sure. But this is a beautiful morning view. There's not another boat in sight. Just hear the birds. All people really get the gist of what this place is like. The views were pristine. The ride was gorgeous, peaceful, and serene on our way to Parry Sound. Climbing a bridge that only opens every 2 hours for 10 minutes was a little difficult, but we made it just a tad early. And we arrived in Parry Sound. And Mark even got a visit in the Bobby Orr Hall of Fame. Then we went up to Tower Hill to climb a fire tower which is now an observation deck that they rebuilt as where the tower was. And the views of Perry Sound were beautiful. Waiting out some wind and weather that were coming, Mark managed to get the top sides of the decks polished and waxed, and Linda got this video done.